Hello, and welcome once more to Shart Select, the gaming podcast equivalent of calling your teacher mum. I'm your host Winstall, and I am, as ever, joined by those sexy Edgerton boys, Stu.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum. And Ryan.
Howdy.
Hi, Mum. Okay, now did you guys know, before we go any further, according to statistics on Buzzsprout, we are beloved by the people of San Jose, California.
Hello, San Jose.
Hello, San Jose, you sexy American people. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to mention that at the start. And the USA is our most listened to country as well, so thanks, USA.
And another fact, we're most followed by New York on Instagram.
Are we?
Yeah.
God bless the... It's because we went there once.
Yeah, because they know we went there in 2009.
And
They remember us.
And we turned down so many tickets to comedy shows.
Yeah, when we went to New York, we walked out of the hotel, walked round a corner, and some guy went, "Hey, you three are British guys." Like, how did he know?
Because we were walking around looking awkward and apologetic for nothing.
I suppose, yeah, probably had to say sorry a lot of times.
Sorry. And Stu was wearing his bloody red coat outfit. I told him to leave it at home.
Yeah, top hat on.
Yeah,
and you had a bowler hat.
I was going, what? All the time.
Yeah, monocles, so, yeah, probably.
Like the guy off Red Dead 2 is looking for Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin. Gavin!
I was just walking around going, Britain! All the time. Okay, so, Ryan, what have you been playing?
I've had a quick go of Pacify.
Pacify, okay. What's that?
Which is it's on Steam.
Okay, yep.
Definitely an indie game. I think it's about £4 to buy.
That's just like faint praise. Definitely an indie game. Go on.
But no, because when you start playing it, you can tell it's an indie game because there's no in-depth sort of stuff. There's no movie at the start or anything. You're just plonked in front of this haunted house. It tells you in the loading screen why you're there.
Oh, okay. So is this one of those haunted house games on Steam?
It is a haunted house game on Steam.
God. Is it?
And I did actually jump twice.
Oh, okay. So it actually works.
But not because it was scary.
Oh, okay.
It's because I was like, just leave me alone. And I turned and she was still there. So I'm walking around and there's this girl there, right?
Yep. Is she a scary schoolgirl?
No, she's a normal girl at the moment. So I'm walking. I went into this like library and I seen her just walking towards me and thinking she's going to turn into like a ghost and scare me.
Something's going to happen there.
Right, so I looked and I was like, ooh. So I walked around the corner, right? And what creeped me out at first is the way she walks.
Okay.
It's like
does she walk like Stu?
Right. No. Right. If you imagine, let me try and paint a good picture. So imagine a woman holding some shopping, right, in both hands, right, and then she trips and she's about to fall, and you know the few steps to take before they fall over, where it's like, ooh, and then fall over. That's how she walks, like a sort of pre-fall over trip mini steps, like tiny little steps, yeah, like everywhere. I heard this weird noise and I looked and she turned into the possessed girl.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
And then she was all grey and
does she have black hair?
But the animation for when she's creepy is good.
She's not falling over.
No, all the clothes are floating, she's floating around, going like everywhere. And then so anyway,
God damn it.
Try and cut this a bit shorter. So I ran upstairs. I finally got upstairs. It's that scary. Open this door, right, and there's a load of children giggling.
Oh,
right?
not good.
And it turns out it's dolls giggling, and then they animate and run off. And you run around the house, and you've got to find them again, right?
Do they run like toddlers?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, they run like the opening door. You can hear opening doors, giggling and running around. So I'm trying to catch the buggers. You can't catch them. And then one of them ran into the girl, possessed her again. She turned evil. I tried to give her this doll, and then instead she killed me.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, bugger.
Well, that's ungrateful, isn't it?
And then I went to start again, but it just puts you right back at the start. It's like just one of them where you have to do it in one run and then start again. So I'm guessing like the keys and that move around each time. But yeah, it was all right. It's a good premise and that. And there's multiplayer as well. I think what put me off was the way she walks, almost falling over.
Should have called it whoopsie, the game. Right, on to me then. Would you like to know what I've been playing?
No.
Don't say no. Don't say no. The answer's yes.
Yes.
Stu, say yes.
Yes.
Say yes. All right. Sorry. Thank you. So I've since last month I'm still playing Resident Evil 2 remake. Spoiler alert: if you've not completed Leon A yet, then just skip ahead a few seconds. But Mr. X is the last boss. He was solid.
Yeah, he was solid. Rock hard.
Basically, he gets caught in an explosion. He comes back stripped to the waist and buff as hell looking.
Yeah.
Like, weirdly buff. Like, he's got...
Well, speaking of buff...
Sexy.
Right.
Sexy.
Well,
Mr. Sexy should be called.
Well, brace yourself. Hold on to your sphincters.
Go on.
So, there's a mod that you can get for the PC version.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. X. And he's got nothing on except for a lovely umbrella thong. But there's also another mod that you can get where it plays X Gon Give It To You. So
Yes!
So it's all muffled because if it's in the next room until it gets louder and louder, then when he bursts through the door, it plays X Gon Give It To You
That's really good.
at full volume. It'd get boring though, wouldn't it, after a while?
But anyway, yeah, Mr. X as the last boss was absolutely terrifying. My poor sphincter was ruined. What else am I playing? I'm also playing the remaster of Final Fantasy IX on the Switch, which is one of my favourite ever JRPGs. It's the one with the guy with the tails, the main character. He's a dude.
No, I mean he had a tail.
He's got like a monkey tail, yeah.
So don't you mean a monkey tail butt plug?
It might be, actually. That could be the twist in the story.
Monkey tail.
No humans have tails unless it's a butt plug.
That's what it is, then, yeah. So Zudane's the guy wearing the monkey tail butt plug throughout the story.
Yeah, that must be hard work, wouldn't it?
No wonder he's always so cheerful. Christ, he must be having the time of his life.
Mm.
But Final Fantasy IX is a very good game. And if you like JRPGs and you've never played it, then A, why, and B, play it. So the next section is going to be...
The next section is going to be...
The news.
I need a wee.
A few moments later.
I was holding that for a ridiculously long time.
All right, so it's the news next. Try to do a jingle. Of
course.
Do we have to do a... Do we have to do...
Have you pre-thought of one, or are you going to wing it?
Oh, I'm just going to wing it. I need to think of a word that rhymes with news. My monkey tail butt plug, my anus juice. But now it's time for the Shart Select News. Is that good?
I was going to say, your jingle could have been, my monkey tail butt plug left my anus bruised.
All right, Ryan.
Now it's time for Shart Select News.
Ryan, sing it.
No.
Sing it, Ryan.
You're the jingle boy.
Jingle boy.
My monkey tail butt plug left my anus bruised. But now it's time for Shart Select News. Hey! This is the most highbrow podcast of all time. So the first piece of news is big if you're a fan of Nintendo, because Reggie Fils-Aime, as I believe his name is pronounced, it's spelled like Fils-Aime, but I think it's Fils-Aime, is retired from Nintendo of America after many, many years. And he's like a beloved character to Nintendo fans, because he's like a living meme.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a funny-looking meme fellow, isn't he?
He's the guy that said, my body is ready in some conference or something once. It's like a famous line. But he's been replaced with a guy with the best name for a Nintendo executive ever.
It's Bowser, isn't it?
Doug Bowser.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, really?
That's not his real name.
It is his real name. It's like John Robotnik taking over Sega.
That sounds like an Arnie baddie.
John Robotnik, you're going down! Doug Bowser! Bowser, you asshole! So yeah, Doug Bowser is the new head of Nintendo of America. What do we think of that?
That's good, isn't it? Yeah.
It's amazing. Next piece of news I found is, on Pokemon Go, you can choose which team you're on.
Yeah.
And at first it was purely cosmetic, but over time they've made it so you get bonuses for each one. Well, apparently they're putting in the feature where you can swap teams, right? And whilst you can use it with in-game currency, it'll take you ages to get enough. And it'll cost you £10 to swap teams in Pokemon Go.
People will pay it.
£10, man.
I can't believe people are still playing.
Is that game even relevant anymore? Does anyone play it still?
Yeah, people still play the hell out of it for some reason. I'll say for some reason, by the way. I've got nothing against people who do enjoy Pokemon Go. More power to them. But I'm not one of them. Next piece of news is EA Australia has suffered massive layoffs, and it's up to 10% of Australia's total gaming industry is being laid off by EA.
Yeah.
So that's harsh, isn't it?
Who else let a load of people go? Oh, Blizzard, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Blizzard Activision.
Right. And ArenaNet, who do Guild Wars, are also about to suffer massive layoffs as well. So it's not a good time to be working in the games industry by the sound of things. That rounds up the news. Okay, fair enough. So next up, we're on to try to sing a jingle for the next piece as well, guys.
Yeah, it's time for the main feature.
Okay, the Guardian Terminator was called Kyle Reese, but now it's time for the feature piece. Oi! that good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I do.
Stu's been gone very quiet. He's like Simon Cowell. I need his approval. What do you think?
Yeah, okay.
Wow, thanks, guys. I'm not feeling it from you tonight, guys. I'm not feeling it at all from you tonight.
Right.
I feel like you're being very bitchy and you're victimising me.
Right.
Listen to Ryan just bullying his way in. Okay, so today's feature.
I'm taking over. All
right, go ahead, Ryan. You're the host of this feature piece. Go. I want to hear dynamic dialogue. Go.
No, I don't do dynamic. I'm monotone.
But okay, Ryan, take it away.
So I'll do the first one there. So we got Streets of Rage 1.
So you're just going to jump straight in without explaining to the audience what we're doing?
Level 1.
Yeah. So what we're doing here, Ryan? Yeah. You amateur! Okay. Yes, this feature is about our favourite music in video games, be it our favourite song or our favourite soundtrack. So, Ryan, Streets of Rage. Go ahead, girl.
Go on, carry on.
Ryan says he likes Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Did you say level 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Streets of Rage 1.
That is a fantastic piece of Mega Drive, because apparently the Mega Drive didn't have as good an audio chip as the SNES.
No,
but I think despite the setback, it still had some brilliant music.
It did.
Yeah, so Streets of Rage 1, level 1. And I would posit the intro theme as well. That sort of slow building one, that was epic. Streets of Rage 2, the level complete music. Remember that one? You don't even need to put an audio track. Would you like me to sing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so yeah, Streets of Rage 1 and 2 had some brilliant music. That's fair to say. What about the theme from Halo on the original Xbox?
Yeah, that's a good one.
It was very chanty. It was a very chanty theme tune. Like that.
Yeah. No, I liked it when it kicked it up on that chart. We were playing it conservatives, like trying to save ammo and guns and stuff. And as soon as that music came, I was like, right, well, that's the end of that then. Pull out the rocket launchers and away you go.
Where it started going like that. That was a very good soundtrack. Excellent soundtrack, that one. No,
you have to go now.
Yeah, not when it's action music time. It's time to fight, isn't it? All right, what's next then on the list?
Doom 2016.
Oh yeah.
Rip and Tear.
Rip and Tear, which is that classic Doom catchphrase. Now, Rip and Tear, I didn't have time to check this one. Is it the one from the start of the game?
Yeah, more or less.
It's the first level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I think so.
So it's fairly similar to M1E1 off the original Doom.
Yeah, it uses kind of the same tune to it.
As I recall, at one point of the tune, instead of the beat, he reloads the shotgun, doesn't he? So in the music, it goes inside with the music.
Yeah, I think so.
That was very awesome. I remember that. Okay, then we've got Crysis 2, and it's a very suggestively named Insertion. So Insertion, which one was that one?
The main sort of theme one that you hear about. Well.
Stu, do you want to try and sing it?
I can't remember how it goes now. I'll know it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. It actually goes like this.
Like, oh yeah.
There you go. That's
where we expertly splice a clip of the music in, right?
Yeah.
But mine was better, wasn't it? All right, what's next then, Stu?
Unreal Tournament menu music.
Oh yeah, I added that because
go on, Ryan.
When I was playing the pre-alpha of the new one, it's very similar, and it's just been updated, but it's not as good as the original, but it's still good.
Does it sort of tickle your nostalgia?
It's the one that goes.
Don't you come? If you come after my throne again, Ryan, I'm gonna fucking cut you. Oh, that was very good, Ryan. That's very good. Very good. Very good. It's very good. So next on the list, we've got the main theme from Metal Gear Solid 2, which plays during the intro, doesn't it?
Mm.
And that was Harry Gregson Williams composed that one. I remember his name for some reason, and that was a very awesome soundtrack. I'm not going to try and sing that one. It's too epic. Yeah. My voice could not do it any justice.
Sort of put the. I was going to say the original Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
But it's got a weird like MIDI guitar in it.
Like a synth guitar.
Yeah.
Like a not real guitar.
But the other one's like with a proper orchestra and that, so it sounds crisp. It sounds better than
like movie quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fair play. That was a very good intro. Just solid snake to look at posters of women and masturbating in lockers. Go on, Stu. You were saying.
Just a little anecdote about Metal Gear Solid theme. Do you remember when we got caught sneaking around to the Metal Gear Solid theme?
Yes, I remember those days of college where I must have been about 17 or 18. Yep, combat roll. hands in the eternal symbol for I'm holding a pistol. And the tutor was stood right there looking at us. And we were like, oh hi, Alex. Like the pair of like the pair of scruffy nerds that we were. And went and shuffled into a corner. Anyway, back on subject. The next music is, I suspect, is just very freshly being put in tonight. It's the Crash Bandicoot main theme. I expect Ryan's put that one in.
I did, yeah.
Care to explain why you like it, Ryan?
It's Crash Bandicoot theme, and it's good.
You can't just say what it is and then say it's good. Explain why you like it.
It's just got a good theme to it, hasn't it? It suits the sort of Aztec-y islands that you're exploring.
It's like tropical islandy.
Yeah.
Kettle drums.
How does it go?
Okay. How does it go, Ryan?
Everybody knows how the Crash Bandicoot.
I can't remember it. Genuinely. Go ahead.
I can't challenge that again because you'd kill me.
No, his trial would kill you. Okay then. So next up, we've got Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I did that today as well.
I know you did. I agree on this one because it's like a throwback 16-bit tune.
Yeah, it's
in a modern game,
synthwave, isn't it?
I do love a bit of synthwave, and to any of our fans who might like synthwave, Within Temptation's new album has got some synthwave in it, and it's brilliant. There you go. That's my music suggestion for the podcast, because I'm a cultured man.
If you like synthwave with a bit of guitar in as well, you should look up Dance with the Dead.
Dance with the Dead.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I actually listened to some of that stuff on YouTube.
If you like synthwave with a bit of singing in, then look up Gunship.
Gunship. All right, there we go. We've got some. See, we're just so cultured, guys. Talk about music. We are fucking on fleek. That's very good. Yeah. Dude, is on fleek still cool?
I don't know. It sounded like Ryan was just putting his monkey tail bum plug in there.
Yeah, he was. He was showing it me. Anyway, moving on. Next piece of music we've got. There's quite a few different ones, to be fair, and the first couple are from the 8-bit versions of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is you've got Scrap Brain, which we used to play in the background of the episodes, but people said it was annoying, so we've dropped it now, haven't we? Haven't we? Have we, Stu? Yeah. But it's a classic. It makes me happy every time I hear it. It tickles me in my nostalgia glands, which Ryan has also tickled me in tonight before we started.
Does it make your glands foam?
It does, foaming at the glands.
Yeah.
You have to
they all swell and throb.
Yeah, it's like something off Resident Evil. It's terrible. Apparently, it's a medical condition. Anyway, Jungle Zone off the 8-bit versions of Sonic as well.
How's that one go?
Oh yeah.
Like that.
What was that bit at the end?
I just put a wiki remix in.
Okay.
Like that. Green Hill Zone is an absolutely iconic piece of Sonic music, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, when I first played Sonic Mania, I was like, ooh, Green Hill Zone, straight in there. Those glands were back to foaming in no time, I'll tell you.
And then next you've got the Chemical Plant.
From Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive.
Yeah.
Which is also an excellent piece of Sonic musicery.
I mean, you could really list a lot of Sonic songs off, couldn't you? But
which is the one on 3, the Ice one. That was a good one.
Oh, Ice Cap Zone. It's based on a Michael Jackson song.
Yeah, that's the one.
Because Michael Jackson helped compose the music for that game, but he never got. I think he left before it was finished or something, so it was never mentioned again. But I think it's called Blood on the Dance Floor, possibly. If you listen to that is just the Ice Cap Zone music. It's weird, but that is a classic. And we couldn't really talk about Sonic without mentioning Mario either, could we? To be fair, really, because the Mario music is iconic as hell, isn't it?
Yeah.
You hear no, like that, and you know it's got to be Mario, and that kind of thing. So yeah, fair play to Nintendo. They had some good music with Mario as well. But we all grew up Sonic fans, so our nostalgia glands don't swell as much for Mario. But we hear Sonic and we're like, oh yes! Anyway, back to it. So I put quite a few from different Final Fantasy games. I know you two haven't played Final Fantasy games, but just for the audience, who I know a few people do, any song from the Final Fantasy games tends to be brilliant, especially if it's composed by Nobuo Uematsu. I think I've pronounced that properly. If I've not pronounced it properly, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Oof. But yeah, so like Final Fantasies 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all games that I sort of grew up playing, they had excellent soundtracks. Just to list a couple, we've got Final Fantasy VII's last boss music, One Wing Danger. That has some singing, which for a PS1 game music for a Final Fantasy tune was pretty cool. We had the landing from Final Fantasy VIII, which is the one I thought nobody likes, but it turns out people do like. And we had the last boss, the second to last boss from 9, Dark Messenger, which was also very good. But there you go. I just realised I actually put Mario in the list further down. I just didn't know.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
So I want to just chime in as well with another one.
Hit us with your tunes, Ryan.
Yeah.
Right in the face.
Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Leaving Earth. And I can't remember the composer of that. It's Clive somewhere or other. I apologise for that.
Clive Effect.
Yeah.
Final Doom is one I put in. But you ever play Final Doom on the PS1?
Probably.
It had a really awesome main menu music. It proper got you pumped for Demon Slaying.
As good as Unreal Tournament?
Probably. It was amazeballs. I assume you're going to put a few seconds into the audio mix, I assume?
Yeah.
So people can hear that and they'll be like, oh, I got stunk on for it.
They'll definitely be on the YouTube one as well.
Another one I put in, which you guys again probably won't know, is Chrono Trigger, which was a Squaresoft game on the SNES. Came out in 1995, I think, and there was a baddie in that called Magus, who you kind of fight halfway through the game, and his boss theme was extraordinary. The whole game had a good soundtrack, but that boss theme was dead good. It was like proper got your adrenaline flowing. It was a good one. Okay, what have we got next, people?
So next we've got
hang on a minute.
Intro music.
Hang on, wait, Stu's taking over.
I'm actually going to have to phone the police in a minute because you've criminally skipped over one of my favourites.
Go on.
Oh.
Golden Axe Wilderness.
Oh yeah, I did. Do you want to sing it for you to make it out to you?
Yeah.
It goes like that.
Yeah, but you have to remember it. The music cuts out as people go.
Yeah, so it goes.
It's just like one guy doing the whole soundtrack for the whole film.
Like he has to stop singing it. And then he has to stop and go.
He's singing it in the background while he's being killed. Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
also
when you're punching them.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Sorry, Stu. I apologise. You may do what you want with me later, Daddy. Go on, Ryan.
So then the next one is what we use actually for our intro, which is the Mercs theme song from the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis to our beloved American allies.
That is true. American allies. Like we've got to team up and go to war against another podcast that we don't like.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah,
I've teamed up with a lot of American podcasts, so and a Canadian.
And
Canadian.
And an American-based games review website that I write for.
Yeah.
I'll just point it to the mic then, like in a conspiratorial way, but the mic can't see me. Sorry.
Right, so we'll just move on from that.
Yeah, moving swiftly onwards.
Some general soundtracks that were good all around. So you've got Parappa the Rapper. Because you can't really list a song from a music game.
Yeah, it was all about the songs, really, wasn't it?
So you've got Parappa the Rapper.
Master Onion Head.
Classic Rock and Roll Racing.
Rock and Roll Racing had chip-tune versions of classical rock songs.
Because it's before we even realised that they were actual songs when we were listening to them.
Because I remember I was getting my hair cut once, and then Golden Earring Radar Love came on, and I was like, hang on a minute, this is off Rock and Roll Racing.
Yeah.
And then
and Paranoid as well.
Yeah, Paranoid by Black Sabbath. Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood, which is off Terminator 2. To be fair, we knew that one because we'd seen Terminator 2. The Blues Brothers theme.
Yeah.
That was on there as well.
Yeah, good songs on there.
That was on there. That's the one, yeah. That was beautiful. Alright, come on, Ryan, what else have we got?
The Tony Hawk. So they were all pretty good.
No, very good soundtracks in Tony Hawk, yeah. I'd agree with that all the way. Okay, and then we've got shit music. I think we should finish on some shit music.
Yeah.
So go on, guys, you take it away. You've written on the notes, Forza 2 in brackets, cunting Spitfire.
Yeah, it just had the most annoying soundtrack to try and... because we used to spend so much time playing Forza 2 and customizing the cars and doing the vinyls and stuff. It just looped the same 5 or 6 songs over and over again.
It was stuff like Flying Like a Spitfire, wasn't it? That one you hated.
If I was in World War II, they'd call me Spitfire.
That's the one, yeah. Terrible lyrics. But yeah, Forza 2 was pretty bad. SmackDown Know Your Role, a Big Train you've written.
Oh yeah, is that song in it, Stu? So used to go, Big Train, roll down the tracks.
Yeah, it had a decent soundtrack, and then you'd be halfway through customising your wrestler. Big train rolling down the line makes me wonder.
I think I remember that. I think I remember that one, It was pretty bad.
Everybody knows it.
On the songs
You can't skip the fucking thing because it's in the menu. So you have to listen to it.
you just cursed with it.
Yeah.
On the same note, so I never played Attitude on the PS1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that song? You have like custom songs for your custom wrestlers, like just fake ass entrance songs. And there was one called Agent X, and it started with "I've got my eye on you." It was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. It used to actually upset me.
We need to do a feature about custom wrestlers. We've had some good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, that can be.
Had a few,
That could be a future feature piece about custom wrestlers. I think.
We even had you, didn't we? We made you once.
Yes. That was great.
Yes, Winskull was on a wrestling game. I've been famous.
He came stomping out all angry and everything.
As I do. As I do.
Tantrum.
Yeah, that's me. Diva as always. I mean, God knows I've been a diva tonight. I threatened to cut Ryan earlier.
Did you?
I think I deserve what's coming to me. Okay, so was that the end of the main feature? Are we happy with that? Any other honourable mentions before we forge onwards? If you write in to Shart Select, you will make Ryan erect. Does that work?
Yeah.
Is it true, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay.
Don't say anything for more listeners.
Is anyone's bitch for a few listeners? All right. So, this is the section of the podcast in which our beloved listeners, which we've actually got more than I thought, so that's good. I thought it was just us and maybe someone's mum listening, but people have actually written in with some suggestions for us. I'm very flattered, and thank you, people of the internet, for writing in to us. And we're going to start with, because it's all recommendations for music, we're going to start with our good friends, the Ghost of Gamer Past podcast. Hello, Ghost of Gamer Past podcast. Hello. I assume he's listening to this. He's got the soundtrack from Donkey Kong Country, or as Stu's written it down, Wanky Donk Country, spelt with no O. That's very mature, Stu. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Who wrote the Lamau what?
That's me. I wrote Lamau what? It's actually LMAO.
Oh, right.
It's not. Oh, never mind. So yeah.
No, it's not.
So yeah.
Stupid.
God damn it!
It just sounds better to say Lamau.
It does. It's true. You're actually correct. And it sounds very good for a SNES game. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's not overly MIDI, is it?
No, exactly. No, it's not all synthy. It almost sounds like it was done live.
You know what's pretty funny?
Go on.
Every time you mention drums, you're banging your hands up and down. No one can see you.
Again, I the microphone is synthy.
And then
that's why I waved to it before when it goes to Game of First.
And when you said synth, you were doing like you were riding the synth. I feel like you're doing keyboards.
Riding a synth.
So yeah, keyboards. Riding the synth wave.
I was riding. Okay, that's good. I like that. Riding the synth wave. That's good, Ryan. Good save.
Good save.
So okay, yeah. I say Donkey Kong in general, they really pushed the limits of what the SNES could do in terms of graphics and music. So fair enough. Good choice. Bo from the Precisely podcast recommended Earthbound and Katamari soundtracks. Now, Earthbound I've played before. It's a very beloved SNES JRPG, and that has got a proper weird soundtrack. It is really good. It's very atmospheric soundtrack, I'd describe. So yeah, that's a good shout. Has anyone played Katamari?
No, I don't play many JRPGs.
Katamari is not even. It's not a JRPG. It's like a weird. You basically roll down a hill and collect stuff.
I could do that outside.
You can if you wanted to. But Ryan Katamari. The next listener suggestion comes from someone we know in real life, and it's Sarah. And she recommends the music from Super Mario Galaxy, which I think fits in with what we were saying earlier, wasn't it? About like the Mario games having very good soundtracks in general, very memorable soundtracks. So I definitely agree with that.
Probably more than Sonic games, because once it moved from MIDI songs, Sonic's kind of like...
To be fair, once Sonic moved from 16-bit, he was pretty much stuffed, wasn't he?
Yeah. Mario's managed to carry on, hasn't he?
Yeah, true.
Sonic died when he went 3D, didn't he?
Yeah, sadly. Well, Sonic 06, where he fell in love with a human girl, was just a step too far, wasn't it? So the next listener piece, this is where I have to flip between my folders.
We've got one here, haven't we? From at Deluxe _ man.
If you read them,
he says a couple here. So he says Tony Hawk and some of the WWE games had some few great tracks on them, which we've covered.
Yeah,
and we agree.
Yeah, we agree. We agree, Deluxe man.
Yeah. And another one, which we listened to before we started, is Sonic R, which I never played, but
no,
I believe him when he says it was crap.
Yeah. Well, I think he said it's crap. What exact words did he use?
Sonic R was a crap game.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean more the music. Sorry, I thought you meant the music. Sorry.
But the soundtrack is pure 90s dance nostalgia. And yes, we have listened to the first song, and it is.
Yeah.
It's even got singing in it, and it's so cheesy.
Yeah, it's the cheesiest, Japaneseiest dancey music.
It's like K-pop before K-pop existed.
Or J-pop, indeed.
And he also mentioned another one, which is Sonic Chaos on the Master System. It's killer.
Yes, it's very.
And we listened to that as well, and we all agree that it sounds very similar to some music that you'd find in Sonic 3.
Or Sonic 2 on the Master System as well, wasn't it? Because we were saying like Mecha Green Hill Zone, which was my favourite one, sounded a lot like, well, it reminded me a lot of Sonic 2 on the Master System.
Yeah.
Which I barely ever played, but my dad completed it with all the Chaos Emeralds, because my dad's better than your dad, and he could probably take you in a fight.
Right.
Too far?
Right, so moving swiftly on.
Yeah, move very swiftly on.
So we've got a few from at Jarrett9121.
Who is KY Gamer Guy, which is Kentucky Gamer Guy. Nothing to do with lubrication. in before one of you guys says something. All right.
He says Traverse Town from the first Kingdom Hearts game.
Yes, we had to listen to that, didn't we?
Yeah. Sounds like a town.
It sounds like a sleepy countryside town.
Yeah.
Where you could go to get a massage or buy some chips.
As he says, it's like a calm before the storm.
Yeah, and apparently that game goes into some pretty interesting directions. So I think I'd like a bit of calm before I went to have a fight with Maleficent or the Seven Dwarfs or something. So fair play.
And another one he's mentioned here was Big Apple 3 AM from Turtles in Time.
Yes, which you had to listen to.
Yeah. And it actually says Big Apple 3 AM at the start, doesn't it?
In a synthy voice at the start. But by the way, talk about synthy voices at the start of games. Do you remember World Cup Italia 90 on the Mega Drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It used to scare the shit out of me when it used to go at the start out of nowhere. I think it was trying to shout goal, but good God, it's like it was roaring out the telly.
I remember that, yeah. Like,
as a small child, you used to have to get me down off the friggin' ceiling. It was horrible. ding, like that.
Like crawling away like some sort of weird spider.
Yeah, it was horrible. But anyway, back onto that. So yeah, Big Apple 3 AM was pretty good. And like Stu described it before, it was like a Konami version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme tune. Which I didn't pick up on originally, but it's so true. I said Ninja Turtles because that's what it's called all over the world, just because our censors were extreme and decided ninja was a naughty word in the UK.
Yeah, so it's teenage.
They had to be Hero Turtles instead.
Oh, yeah, well, it could be teenage, because that'd be Teenage Mutant Teenage Turtles. Teenage Mutant Teenage Turtles. Teenagers in a half shell.
Teenage Power!
Yeah, it's definitely not that.
Teenage Power, being awkward and masturbation. Okay.
Why do you say it like that?
I meant that purely oh, fuck. Cut the podcast. End the podcast.
FBI, open up!
Randy Pitchford sent us for 3 months ago. Christ, I've gone off the rails big fucking time. Nice. KY Gaming Guy also recommended any Konami and Capcom 16-bit era music.
That's very broad, though, isn't it?
But it's just reminded me that I've missed one of my freaking favourite games out on the soundtracks.
Did you do any prep?
Yeah. I did.
Come on.
Sorry. Yeah. This is one of my favourite ever game soundtracks, Rocket Knight Adventures on the Mega Drive.
Oh.
That had fucking awesome soundtrack. Don't you all know me, Edgerton? It has some amazing songs. In fact, could you put the boss theme in the background as I'm saying this? Because the boss theme for Rocket Knight Adventures is...
Is it boss?
It's boss. It is boss, as a 90s person might say. So let's go on to self-promotion. If anybody's left listening at this point who wants to look more into my shady backstory, Christ. Let's start with you, Stu. Anything you want to promote?
Just the podcast Instagram at the moment.
Okay, which is?
Shart_select.
Shart_select on the old Instagram. Stu does some very funny inspirational posters with quotes from the show. And he also does other things on there. But what else do you do, Stu? Sell it. I can't.
Like some sound clips from the podcast. Like funny bits.
Oh, yes. He chooses the funny bits, so...
Yeah, get some quotes out of context and put them over some classic Instagram scenery.
It is very funny. So I recommend anyone on Instagram adds themselves to Shart_select and gets lolling at the pure content. Okay, Ryan, anything you want to promote?
Well, not really. I've signed up to. I'm on Instagram now.
Okay, what you called on that?
Shart Select Ryan.
And you're also on Twitter at Shart_select Ryan as well. Yeah. Are you doing any Twitch stuff at the moment?
A little bit, not much though.
Well, what are you on Twitch?
Maybe do some Pacify, might you?
Yeah. I've put some on there, not much.
But what's your thing on Twitch? God.
Cheese_cloth. It's all on the thing anyway.
Yes, I know it's all on the thing, but say at the end of the podcast, bit of enthusiasm, Christ almighty. As for myself, I am at Winstolf on Twitter. That's with an O, not a 0. That's the only place it's an O, not a 0 for some reason. I also write for the Well-Read Mage under the moniker of the Bizarro Mage, and I've recently published they've recently published my review for Resident Evil 7, which I had thoughts on. So go and check that out. I also took part in a collaboration piece with all the other mages about our favourite husbandos and waifus in games, which was quite a funny read. I enjoyed reading that one. So I recommend you check that one out. Some far more talented writers than me were on that, and they were very funny. I also did a guest piece on the www.normalhappenings.com that should be going out soon, where I wrote about my experiences with Mario Kart. So that's what I've done. And I've also got my own website, which is www... What are you laughing at?
Just riding back going,
Yeah, Ryan's lost interest, mate. www.winstolfportal.wordpress.com. That's with a 0 in the Winstolf instead of an O. And that's my own website where I've got short stories. And I've recently started adding some of my granddad's poetry that we found. My granddad passed away a few years ago, so it's pretty cool to get his poetry out there, and people have been enjoying that. So cool. All that's left now is the social media for the podcast itself. As Stu said, Shart_select is our Instagram. We're on Twitter at ShartSelectPod. Okay, yeah. That sounds like a... Oh, what was that? What was that? Must be some kind of interference. Yeah, anyway. So, send us some voice messages and we'll play them back in the episode, and that'll be really fun. And you'll get a mention on there. You can even say what your Twitter handle is or whatever. I mean, you can get more followers or something. That'd be fun,
Weirdly
wouldn't it?
enough, you could mention yourself, and then we'll play it on the next podcast.
My God.
Where you mentioned yourself. How weird.
My God, what a smart ass. And Stu, you've put a little thing at the end, which sounds quite exciting. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we'll think up a random secret hashtag. And then if you tag us in any social media with that hashtag, we'll add you to the credits of the next episode as like a secret Shart star.
Yes, we're going to create the list of Shart stars, who are people who are like our entourage, like our gang. If there's a zombie apocalypse, we'd come and rescue you, and then you can fight zombies with us.
Yeah, they'd be the first to be rescued.
Like the Shart Select Ultras.
Yes, or Shart Select Hydra.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can whisper, "Hail Shart Select" to each other.
So I think the hashtag for this week should be #MonkeyTail.
Hang on a second, did you say it was a secret hashtag?
Yeah, but we need to say what it is.
Only people that listen to it.
Oh, right.
Can't be completely secret because how do people know?
I don't know. I didn't understand the concept. I'm sorry.
People that listen to the podcast know what the hashtag is.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you have to listen to the end of the podcast to know what the secret hashtag is to tag us in for the next week.
I'm with you. So it's #MonkeyTail.
Maybe #MonkeyTail plug. I think that'll be
MonkeyTail plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. #MonkeyTail plug. Get on that.
All one word.
This has been Shart Select, episode number 4. And thanks for listening, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Just do some clicking.